What is going on, my YouTube friends? Look, yesterday me and the wife took our cars out, met up with a couple people, did a little photo shoot. Man, what a great day. It was nice out. It was a little chilly, but hey, we survived it. But anyhow, so I had the Mach 1 stored over at my dad's house. Been over there for the last few years, and we've changed that. So yesterday after the storage shoot, I told the wife, I said, well, let's see if the Mach 1 and the Shelby will both fit in her she garage. Yeah, I'm slowly getting into that, ain't I? Oh boy. And she goes, yeah, that's a good idea. That way we ain't got to go over there every time to go get your car and we want to go out, you know. So anyhow, we got the Mach 1 in there. We got her car in there. And trust me, it's tight. It's tight. The Mach 1's like 15 feet, 7 inches long. And her car is 15 feet, 9 inches long. So, I mean, it's tight. The garage is only 30 feet long, you get it? But you know how that goes. So, anyhow, we got it where we can fit them both in there comfortably. And, yeah, that's another video. But anyhow, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go out in the garage over here, and we're going to check the antifreeze in the car because I want to make sure that the antifreeze is right. I do it every year. I never videotape it, you know, but I got the car covered up over here in the garage right now. So we're going to go over here on the bench, and we're going to test this antifreeze that I got here to make sure that the gauge is working. You know what I'm saying? And see what's going on with that. And then we'll go over and test the Mach 1. So let's get over here and check the antifreeze tester. All right, so now we're over here. We got the antifreeze out here. I got a little something to pour it into, you know, Myers. You can tell we do a lot of Myers shopping anyhow, don't we? So anyhow, what I got here is I got Myers antifreeze. And I've been using Myers antifreeze for a while. Never had a problem, so that's why I keep using it. And I do change my antifreeze every now and then because, you know, antifreeze does wear out. You know, it does go bad, so after a while. So about every 2 years, I might change it, you know, but I always test it every year to make sure where it's at. So, you know, we want to be good because you might get to a point where maybe 1 year you can't change it, but still test it because that way you need to know if you need to drain it. But you should always have antifreeze in your car, especially in the wintertime, you know. If you're taking it to the drag strip or something like that, take the antifreeze out, use water, but make sure you change it. Make sure you take that water out of it before the wintertime because you don't want it to freeze. Because you don't want to get antifreeze on the track because it's just like oil. Oh yeah, and it can cause some damage. It really can. I've seen it happen. It ain't happened to me, thank God. You know, but anyhow, so yeah, let's check this Meyer antifreeze out and see where we're at. Because basically, I'm checking the gauge. You know, and to make sure that this is still performing like it should. It is quite old, and let's check it out. So let me pour a little bit of antifreeze in this little cup here, and we'll get going. So let me. Oops, I'm sorry, get my big hand in your face there. I don't mean that. Yeah, that was kind of wrong, but hey, we're gonna be all right. So anyhow, let's pour a little antifreeze in here. Don't need much. All right, there we go, look at that. So, all right, so let's get this in here and let's check this out. Okay, this thing's got some air pockets in it, so let's get the air bubbles out of it here and see what happens. Do. Yeah, we got one down, and we got, there we go. Get some of that air bubbles out of there. Come on, bubbles. Looks like we got another one getting ready to slowly go down. Like I says, we want to make sure that the antifreeze is good. Because, you know, I mean, my dad's garage over there, it's all brick and everything. This is wood, you know, so there's not going to be anything hitting it or nothing like that. You know, no winds or anything hitting it. So, yeah, we're good here. Come on. Okay, I think we're settled. Okay, we are settled. So we have, there's 6 bulbs altogether. There's 4 standing up. So with the 4 floating in the antifreeze, it's saying that it's good for 25 below zero. So I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to be good. So go ahead and get this out of here. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So the gauge seems to be working. I'm not sure exactly what this says, but let's take a look on the back here and see maybe if I can find it real quick. You know, so let's turn this around. And it says freezing point minus 34. So this is minus 25. So we're good. We're good. I think we'll be all right. I don't think we're going to get down below 25 degrees. So I think we'll be good. Plus, it's in a well enclosed area, so I don't see the wind hitting it. If the wind was hitting it or something like that, or if I was driving a car, then that's one thing, but I'm not. So the car is going to be in there. It's not going to move. It's going to be covered up, and Shelby's wife's going to be in. My wife Shelby is going to be in front of it, so we're going to be good. Right now, the Shelby's in here because she's like, "Oh, it's supposed to be nice next week. I want to drive my car." I said, "Okay, whatever you want to do." So it gives me time to get other stuff and put it in her garage. Don't tell her though that, man. Don't. So anyhow, let's go over here to the She garage and check on the Mach 1. Let's check the antifreeze we got over there, because if it's not good, because I had to pour a little bit of antifreeze in it yesterday when we took it, because I always check my fluids every time I drive it. Anytime you fill your car up with gas or anything like that, you should always check your oil and that. So before I drive it, I had to take and put a little bit of antifreeze in it because it was a little low. So that's why I had to pour it into the little sour cream cup here. Yeah, buddy. So let me bring you right back. We'll go over to the shed and check out the Alrighty, so we're out here in the She shed. You see I got the Mach 1 out here. Back down to the corner, covered up. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull the car cover up over the hood, and we're going to get in there and check the antifreeze. So let me get you set up here. Alrighty then. So here we get you set up. So hopefully you can hear me good. So we're going to pull the cover off the front of the Mach 1 here, and then we'll check the antifreeze. It's raining now. Oh, it's just a bad day. So we'll go ahead and pull this back. There we go. Oh, baby, look at it here. I don't have the lights and stuff on in here because I didn't plug it in. So go ahead and take the radiator cap off here. I had to put a new battery in this yesterday too, because the battery was dead. And it's funny because when I went over to my dad's to get the Mach 1 yesterday, I went into the battery was completely dead. So I went ahead and I got it, took my jumper box and I got it running, and I got the car back over here and charged the battery up and looked at it. And the battery was just old. All right. So the funny part about it is it was October and it's 2020, and the old battery said 1010. So the old battery date on it was October of 2010. So the battery was exactly 10 years old. Usually a battery lasts maybe 4 or 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So most batteries, if you get 5 years out of them, you've done well. I got 10 years out of that battery in that car. That's pretty awesome, huh? But you got to figure we don't drive the car every day either, so that probably has something to do with it too. So let's check this antifreeze. So I know you guys can't see from there. Let me bring you a little closer. How's that? I'll bring you guys a little bit closer. How's that? Yeah, buddy. So let me get you set up over here. So I got you guys set up on the air cleaner there. How you doing? Yeah, buddy. You get to be part of the Mach 1 today. Oh, yeah. So let's go in here. I got my checker. So let's check and see what we got here. Okay, good. See what we got. Bubbles, bubbles. Well, so far, oh. So let's see what we got here. So this is what we got on there right now. So we got 5 bubbles, 1 sunk. So let's see what it says here. So right now, 5 minus 34 for 5 floating bubbles. So we're at minus 34. So I think we're good, guys. I really do. I think we're good. So, with that being said, the Mach 1's going to be good for the wintertime. Like I said, we're going to be here. And then, I don't want to drip this on the car. Hang on one second here. All right. So, we're good. We have good antifreeze for the wintertime for the Mach 1. It's good to minus 34. So, is what we're going to do. We're going to close her back up. I'm going to unhook this battery. And then we're going to be good. So I appreciate you guys. I'll bring you right back here in just a moment. Yeah, buddy. All right. So I went ahead and disconnected the battery. And we got good antifreeze for the Mach 1. And I'm going to tell you, when I had this car stored over at my dad's in the wintertime, I always took me a bag of charcoal, opened it up, and threw it underneath the car. And I put one inside the car. Okay, so that way the moisture, because that charcoal, it'll collect the moisture in the garage. And I'm going to do the same this year, but you know, with this being a wood building and stuff like that, it's not going to hold moisture as much as bricked garage would. So I am going to get me a bag of charcoal and I'll open it up and I'll slide it underneath the car. So that way, any type of moisture that comes in the garage, that charcoal will soak it up. So let's get the hood shut down on this. I'll put the car cover back on and yeah, buddy. But yeah, like I said, you got to check your antifreeze, you know, and especially if you're going to be driving a car, you know, I mean, if you're going to be driving a car, you want to check your antifreeze, man, because it's going to be sitting outside most of the time, and you want to get that done. Put the trusty dusty, keep the dust off of it. And these car covers do help, I'll tell you that right now. Oh yeah. Get over here. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we put the wife Shelby in here. The front bumper of her car slightly goes under the bumper of my car. You know what I'm saying? So here's the bumper of my car, and her car slightly goes over it. So it gives us just enough room to shut the door. But once we lock this thing up for the wintertime, it's going to be locked up. No, yes sir, it sure will. Alrighty, got that covered back up. And let's go back over to the big garage. So we got that done. So we know the Mach 1, the antifreeze, it's all going to be nice and safe, snuggled. I got the battery unhooked. There's no electronics in that car that runs anything, so I just unhook the battery in it in the wintertime. Like on the wife, you know, her car, we have a battery tender that we keep on her, but she's got a lot of electronics and stuff in her car. The battery tender is good because it works. Now with her car, I'm not testing the antifreeze because we already had it tested when we took it in for the oil change and everything here last month. So we do that because we want Ford Motor Car Company to know that we are checking and that everything's documented with them. So that's why we do that with her Shelby. Same with my truck and everything else. Anything you got new, you always want to make sure that it's documented, that it's taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Your oil changes and everything. So that's why I don't just change oil on my truck myself. I can, but I don't do it because I want it to be documented. But always make sure you got good antifreeze in your car, especially if you live in cold climates, man. You know what I'm saying? In some places more than others. I'm good at minus 25. I really am. And the reason why I'm in Michigan, I'm in southeastern Michigan, so it's not so bad. But some of you guys get 40 plus, for minus 40 or better, not 40 plus, but minus 40 or better. You know what I'm saying? So I think that just something that you really need to do every year. And you know, your antifreeze does wear out. So that's a good reason why you need to check it, because after a long time, it may be time to change it, because it's only gonna last so long, because you know, it gets hot, cold, and anything you do that to is gonna start, you know, losing life, if you know what I mean. But anyhow, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys are awesome. The reason why the wife's car's in here is because she wants to drive it next week. It's supposed to be really nice. I guess they call that like an Indian summer or something. I don't know. So let her drive it. And when it's time, we're going to put it back in the garage. And hopefully my welder buddy will get back with me and when and if he's going to weld this up for me. So guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great weekend, rest of your weekend, whatever day it is or whatever time it is you're watching. Take care of yourself. And thanks for watching. Oh, yeah, and if you like this video, like and subscribe, man, because there's going to be more coming. Oh, yeah, there's going to be a lot more coming. Just think Fairmont.